Sippers, sippets, welcome back to another episode of Poor Young Problems. I am your host, Mercy, and we're going to get off into a video of a young man throwing a temper tantrum because he's finding out that he couldn't graduate. Let's review and then look at some feedback and criticism that's been going around about parents not knowing that their children are not graduating. And remember, sippers, sippets, pour your own problems. I can't do it for you. Let's start the show.
Hey, boss, he ain't working.
Wow. And you can see, like, where's his parents? Where's the father? Where's the mother? You're so upset, can't even hold your composure. And I believe that's a part of why he didn't graduate. Not being able to hold himself with decorum, hold himself with a level of understanding and not fussing and fighting because you can't get your way. He didn't just run up on that stage because, in my opinion, because he's very upset about him not getting a diploma, high school diploma. Not like peep this, listen, that is, in my opinion, that is trained behavior. So what's to say if he's willing to do this, disrupt a high school graduation because he couldn't get his way, what is he doing at home? What was he doing in those classrooms? But I digress. Let's keep it going.
A punk ass boy knew he wasn't graduating, so I don't know why he was up there destroying that fucking stage as if he knew that he wasn't putting in that work throughout the 4 years of high school and he didn't have them credits to graduate. And motherfucker, just because you buy a cap and gown and you participate in the ceremony doesn't mean that you fucking graduate. As a person who has worked in education before, as a person who has participated in graduation ceremonies before, I find it very hard to believe that a guidance counselor or some type of admin, member of administration, didn't let it be known who was going to graduate and get their actual diploma and who was just going to participate in the ceremony. And correct me if I'm wrong, maybe this is just what my county, Charlotte-Mecklenburg, did, but you don't get your actual diploma until
And sorry for the noise, guys. It's actually his background making that squeaky noise, so bear with it. We got a few more. We got a few more seconds to go, but it's his background. But let's keep it going.
you go backstage. They hand you a fake one. And then when you get backstage, that's where you get your actual diploma. Because some people are going to get the graduation diploma, and some people are just going to get a congratulations you for participating in 12 years of school.
Occupational diploma.
But this is the entitlement that is bred into these kids at an early age. So when they're hit with any sort of adversity, when they are hit with the consequences of their actions, when they have to pay for the work that they chose not to put in, now they mad at the world. And I guarantee you, he gonna have his grandma, grandpa, mama, uncle, auntie, enabling this sort of behavior. So no, little nigga, I don't feel bad for you. Take your ass to summer school.
Facts. Like, I agree with, and all he's really saying, like, no, this is trained behavior. He ain't just, and like I said, he didn't just storm onto that stage. He's been doing this. I can't him doing that. I can see him doing that, being disruptive in the classroom, being disruptive in the household, and then not being checked. So, but y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Sippers, sippets. Let's keep it going.
I got a fucking question. So, how do y'all be feeling, right? When y'all pay all that fucking money for prom, right? Y'all paying all this money for prom, done spent 20K, 10K, right? And then come to find out your child not fucking graduating. How do y'all be feeling?
Dang, it's either two things. You feel like a fool, or you gonna continue to coddle that child. because she's absolutely right. It wouldn't have been no prom. If I seen your grades, it wouldn't have been no prom. It wouldn't have been no athletic activities. It wouldn't have been no sticks. No, it wouldn't have been no streaming. None of that. Like, no, you in the house, buddy. Hit those books. Before you hit my door, hit those books. You going to bed early. I don't care. Like, I think a lot of people get it misconstrued when their children get to a certain age. You stop parenting because they can walk on their own 2 feet. We get a sense of like we don't have to continue to parent these people, or we're coddling them and letting everything that they think, like everything that the world pushes on them, is an attack. The teacher say something. Oh, don't be saying nothing to my baby. Being like we gotta stop acting like being a class clown, being ignorant is cool. Cause we ain't wasn't ever cool. We ain't wasn't ever cool. And so, like, she's totally right. Y'all have spent all this money getting them a car, getting them sent off to prom. And they can't and do everything else that you're required to do under the sun, unless the government gonna come get your child. You do everything, but yet they can't even go to school, behave, and get their classwork done. We got so much stuff backwards, man. It's disgusting. But let's keep it going.
Hey, parents, listen, there's no such thing in 2026 that you didn't know your child wasn't going to graduate. I see parents out here making arguments for their children, saying that the school didn't notify them and there was stuff the counselors did wrong and all this kind of stuff. Look, we got Infinite Campus, we got the parent portal, we got the login, we got Remind, we got Power School. We want you to be involved in your child's education journey. And if they are that far behind, you've been notified. So you can miss me. I'm a teacher. You can miss me with the BS saying you didn't know they were going to graduate and they didn't have all these assignments and so on and the policy. That's just not how it works in 2026. But what you can do is tell your child to get ready for summer school, because we put a list together of children who need to go to summer school. And if your child needs to go, it would behoove you guys just to go and get these few credits and finish it up, because, hey, you already failed once. Don't make that mistake again. Let them go to summer school to learn the lesson and finish what they got to do. I don't care if they bought the cap and gown. I don't care if they bought the robe. That's on them. You can spend your money with these private companies to get the robes like you did. And you saying because you had the robe, you were going to graduate. That's just not how it works. So let them go to summer school and finish up, or even this fall, whatever they got to do, because it will pay off in the future. All right. Let me know what you guys think. Have a great day.
And he's speaking nothing but facts. You know, he still got the opportunity to go to summer school. You still got the opportunity to turn it around, depending on how far behind he is. But I like, for the life of me, like he needs to be shown what's gonna happen out here in this real world. Like, we're not even setting these children up for the real world, because the real world don't care. And this is just a dose. What happened to this young man is just a dose, just a smidgen, just a little sprinkle of what's gonna happen out here in the real world, because nobody cares. Nobody cares about your family living. Nobody cares about your mental health. Nobody cares because you know, if you need a tutor or whatever the case may be. The world doesn't care, and the world doesn't owe you understanding. But this gentle parenting, this coddling, this it's just us against the world mentality that a lot of parents have with their children, mostly these women. I'm gonna call y'all, I gotta call y'all out for this BS. But then when the world set them up, then you wanna cry. When the world get a hold of them, then you wanna lash out and say it's the government, it's the white man, it's this, it's that, it's like, come on. we got to start taking accountability as parents and as adults. Ain't no way you are fixated and invested in their athletics, in the extracurriculum, but you're not invested in their day-to-day activities when it come down to their schooling. Every time me and my daughter talk, I'm gonna ask her a question about school, whether she tell me about it or not. And as big as she is, as old as she is, she still will come to me. Yeah, Dad, I got this on my report card. She's willingly, even if she thinks that I'm gonna tell her I'm gonna be disappointed. And then at the same time, I would challenge her. Oh, you got a C? I mean, you need to bring that up to a B. You got a B? Let's try to bring that up to an A. And I did that throughout her whole tenure in school, from K-5 all the way up to the 12th grade, and now she's graduated. But I was invested. I didn't make all of them, but I went to some PTA meetings. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't be so invested in everything else and then not invested into what's going to get them to the next level. And a lot of parents have failed their children. They're more focused on the athletics. They're more focused on the prom. They're more focused on all this other BS that doesn't matter. But when it comes down to the things that really matter, now y'all got excuses. Now we got excuses. Come on, man. We got to do better. But Sipper, y'all tell me how y'all feel about this in the comments. Do y'all know any parents that's been coddling their children when it comes down to their academics? Do you know anybody that has had a child that failed, but they went to the prom, but they get this, they get that? Y'all let me know what y'all think and who y'all know in the comments. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. This your boy Mercy. I'm out.